Right, I'm hoping you guys can hear me as we go live. Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining me. So let me know if you can hear me while I get everything else ready. Is the sound good? Is everything good? Can you hear everything perfectly? See the base type checking into the stream saying there we go, going to be awesome. Yes, all good, said Blood Cyrus PUBG. Also saying hello, what's up, man? Welcome, guys, thank you for joining. So here I am. Welcome, thank you. So since I decided to expand this to YouTube and Twitch and Facebook all at the same time, I decided to restart our whole sort of like episode, our reality show that I started a while ago. So I actually just want to turn that a little bit down. Right. Big fan VM Clown. Thanks, man. Right, so let's get into it, guys. Only 3 topics I want to talk about today. In our very first episode, let's call it our first episode because we had to, or I decided to restart the whole thing. So, some of you guys know, some of you don't. I actually, again yesterday met a guy that didn't know that this CJ was CJ the streamer, 616 PUBG Mobile, 616 Gaming on Facebook. So we decided to expand the whole thing to all the other profiles as well, so that we can get the support out there for everyone that is needed. So the 3 things I want to touch about is what I do, how I do it, and what we need to carry on. Because it has come to this week where, guys, to be quite honest, it's crunch time. I'm gonna get to that. So first of all, I'm a streamer, or more commonly known as a caster of PUBG Mobile games, tournaments, leagues, scrims, fun games, whatever the case may be. My schedule on that is literally full. Every night, 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock. Some nights 7 till 10, some nights 7 till 11. Actually, Saturdays I think are between 5 and 11 at this stage. So a lot of things that will be posted on all 3 of these profiles. What I do is the commentary, the streaming, the casting for these games, creating the art, promoting it as much as I can on my page, and doing all those kind of things for you guys. So as from next week, I will be getting more into streaming my own gameplays as well during the day, the whole day. Every day, streaming gameplays, whatever games I can get on. PUBG Mobile will always be my main focus, but the other things will come through as well. So, as for how I do it, let me show you guys the picture. I can actually just move that up. I need to move that up on my screen because all of them are way down. But this, not that. It's not the one. Just move all of them up. There's specific things I want to show you guys quickly. And I think I moved the wrong one. This might actually be the one. Right. So, no, I'm on this side. Right. As you guys can see, that is my setup. That is how I do what I do. From a little plastic chair on that side, little end table cupboard little thing. My triggers are on there. These triggers, my phone slides into that, and then you can see this cable and connector, HDMI cable, ending up with a video capture card, and then the 7-in-1 Type-C connector that plugs into my phone. So that plugs directly into, in the back there, plugs into a i3 HP laptop, which is not adequate for streaming. So guys, that is how I do it through Streamlabs, and we invested in the Premier account to be able to stream to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook at the same time. So I was helping another streamer this morning with his setup, how he needs to stream, getting away from the emulator if the PC is not strong enough, streaming from mobile basically, and his ideal setup. So this is how we do it. Just a very basic setup, and this is the idea. If you guys look here, that is one of the ideas, like all the screens, everything in front of you, which will end up at the end of the day looking something like this. And I just realized I moved it all the way to the front, even over my frame. There we go, in the frame. So that is the idea. If you guys look at that setup, the microphone, the lighting, the screens for the comments and everything, that is everything there. The gaming chair, it's not even something I need. Guys, I'm quite comfortable on this plastic chair, but the tablet with the stand to be able to get to the other teams quicker and render the levels in quicker, that is quite important for me as well. So at the end of the day, that is the idea. That is the dream, is to get a setup like that. Now that setup in the back there that you guys are seeing, that belongs to Mr. Draco Killian, DKZA, the biggest streamer in Africa, by far. And I've spoken to him quite a few times over the last couple of weeks, and that is his setup. That's a 200,000 Rand setup. Now, eventually I will get there. I will put as much of my own money into it as I can to do this. Obviously, I will put all my own money into it. I'm pretty prepared to pay for all of this myself, because it is my streaming equipment. I have the passion for this. Problem I have at the moment is, and this is where we move into the section of what I need. So, besides the fact that I actually need a job, because guys, I'm not working. I'm doing this all day, every day. I'm creating art, I'm making clan logos, stuff for the streaming that, by the way, everything, absolutely everything, I'm doing for free. So there's no support coming in from myself towards this. And that is why we started the fundraisers, because what I need is not even the 200,000 Rand setup. I mean, for me to be able to start with the stuff that I want to do is a decent gaming PC that has enough RAM and CPU to handle the actual animated frames and stuff that I want to create, and I guess a new phone or an iPad, because I was looking, like I said to Mr. Killian as well, is I've never been an Apple fan, but I do realize that the Apple works a lot better with the graphics and streamlining your changing between teams when you're streaming, and that is something that I'm definitely looking at. So having the second device as a main streaming device, not using my phone anymore. I'm streaming from, if you guys can believe it, dead normal. It's actually, if I take it out of the cover, you can see the color in the back here. It is 2 years old. When I still had a job, I got this phone on contract. It's a Huawei Mate 20 Pro. So until season 15, until the start of season 15, it was adequate. It was 100% for streaming. But until the season 15 update came out, now I'm struggling to change between teams because it doesn't render the level in quickly enough. And that's the thing that I'm trying to avoid, is that I need to move to a team and everything is already there. You can see the trees, you can see the buildings, not have everyone running on a flat surface. That's not what we want to see on the stream. That's not the quality that I want to give you guys. So that is just some of the stuff that I need, but I'm not even worried about that right now. I can carry on with the way that I'm streaming now. I see that Christian School's asking me, what do you need to start speaking in-game while streaming? For that you need either an iPhone. I know the Huawei Mate 40 is able to do dual audio recording as well. or use dual microphones, but the iPhones actually have the best ability to do that. So everyone that do have the iPhone or the TeamSpeak as well as the StreamSpeak, that is from iPhone devices, so iPads, iPhones, that kind of thing, because you need a device that can handle that. So what I need at the moment, and that is the last thing I want to touch on before we just completely talk shit, is I need support, guys. I need to at least be able to make up some kind of a salary for what I'm doing. I'm not saying I'm going to charge you guys, but we have amazing sponsors and supporters that have come through and registered for our Saturday fundraiser rooms. So the fundraiser initially was planned to upgrade the streaming equipment, but to be quite honest with you guys, and this is a point where I'm literally almost going to break down, because guys, I am about 3 to 5 days away from getting put out of the place that I'm staying. This place you see around me, this little flat, the landlord phoned me 2 days ago and said, you know what, I realize you have a family, I realize you have a wife and 3 kids, but I just can't afford you not paying your rent anymore. So the reason we are behind, and I'm about 20,000 Rand behind on my rent because of COVID and because of the time we couldn't work and we couldn't get in any money. So I lost my job last year, August, and I've always been a technician by trade. I'm a VoIP technician, I'm a network technician, I'm a telephone technician, leasecast routing, like I say, all kinds of telecommunication and networking stuff I've done for over 15 years. So that was always my line, and I lost my job last year, August. The Provident Fund kept us alive until probably around December, and then when funds started running out, we couldn't pay for the rent, but the landlord was gracious enough to let us stay on until we could start paying again. And we paid as much as we could every month out of my wife's salary, which is not much, and we just paid the levies and the water and lights and everything and kept on going. And then when my UIF finally paid out after a year, that carried us through a couple of months more. So last month I used up the last of the money for groceries and for paying the rent in this place from my UIF. So yeah, this is where the complete honesty comes in, guys. I'm pretty down today, and I really don't want to be, because I've actually been down this whole week, and I don't want to be because I've got more streams for PPL tonight, but I've got to find the positivity somewhere. I'm about 8,000 Rand short of just paying rent this month and making sure that extra little bit gets paid so that we catch up on the arrears. And then I'm about 2 or 3 packs of meat away from not having food in the house either. So, sorry, I just dropped something here. Something I'm playing with. So it takes my my attention off the difficult things I need to speak to. So guys, I've had the fundraisers for the last couple of weeks, and unfortunately unforeseen expenses came up as well. Otherwise we would have been able, through the couple of fundraisers we've had already, Victrix Mortales, Spetsnaz, DXV, Gakmakers, all these guys from all these different clans. If I don't mention you by name, please don't think we have forgotten about you, but all these different clans that have come through and actually donated to us. I mean, Furry Fighters, John from Furry Fighters, I must actually show you guys those buffs. I'll go and get one now. They sponsored us 50 buffs to sell. I haven't sold one. And given I've only started advertising them yesterday or the day before, but that would also bring us a little bit closer to at least paying the rent this month. And I'm still sending CVs out. I must be honest, I don't really want to go and work the whole day again, because I want to concentrate on doing this. But if that is what it takes for me to at least survive and keep on doing this for you guys, then I will. My only thing is, if I could build up the followers, build up the support from YouTube and Twitch and Facebook and everywhere, where guys can actually start giving us donations for the streaming that we're doing. Like everyone else out there that streams gets donations. Shroud, Levino, those guys get donated crap loads of money. But I know they're much better streamers than me, especially players than me. But I think we can get somewhere. And I think that I deserve to get somewhere. I think I deserve to at least turn this into some kind of paying career. Even though I have a passion for it and I love doing it. But I'm doing all of this for the passion, for the love of the streaming, and for the excitement of getting into these games. You guys know how excited I get. So I'm just scared that in a day or two from now, 3 days from now, by Monday, then we physically lose this place and we have to go because we have nowhere to go. And I mean, guys are seeing the lady that's working in our house here. She looks after my kids during the day as well, while I go out and try to find something to do. I'm trying to do sales for the company that I partnered with another guy. And I mean, she's a necessary expense because I need my kids to be looked after as well. And I need to get out of there sometimes to, when I was still doing the sales, trying to get deals in, I was walking around Boksburg, the whole of Boksburg, just walking and trying to get customers in. So it was necessary at the time when COVID came around. We still had the funds to survive a couple of months, and at least we said, you know, while I can go out and after COVID at least go out and find some work to do, because the kids can't go to school in this very dangerous time. So at this stage, guys, I think what I need is, it's not even that much. It sounds like a lot. It sounds like a lot to me as well, but I just need to be able to get through paying this month's rent. I just need to get through having a couple of extra bucks to at least buy groceries. And I have another plan. I mean, I won't have the photos now, but I've got a biltong case that I built. A case that can make biltong. So your normal biltong makers, like your boxes and that. I built one out of an old server cabinet that is about as tall as me, and it can take quite a few kilograms of meat. I think about 100 or 200 kilograms of meat that I can put in there to hang up for biltong. So main thing is just, you know, getting through these couple of days is what I'm trying to do. Just paying the rent, because I know by the end of next month I'll be okay. I'm waiting actually for tax money to be paid out as well, because we did tax and I was unemployed for a year and my UIF took so long to pay out. My tax rebate is 12,000 rand, so that's next month covered, because I have to go in, make an appointment, go in and change my bank account, because my old F&B account was closed and that was still on my tax forms. So that's next month sorted. Not worried about that. I'm worried about now, which I couldn't get to. I was counting on a deal that I did quite a while ago, and it was supposed to pay out like quite a few thousand rand that would have carried me through another 2 months with a phone system that I sold. But those guys are not coming through. They're not sending the documents that are required, and there's just no feedback from them. So we're not getting that done, and we're not getting that paid out in time. So I really hope that we can at the very least get the rooms full for the fundraiser this weekend, so that I can at least on Saturday say, Mrs. Landlord, there we go, and then carry on from there. Because guys, as soon as I have that paid and I have enough money to at least buy food for the house, and I can buy the extra meat to make the biltong, I will walk every day and go sell biltong in Boksburg. I mean, how many places are around here? Walking around my house, I'm on this side of me is the industrial area, on this side of me is East Rand Mall and the main town. So I can walk around with a little basket full of biltong every day and sell enough to be able to make the rent and everything up at the end of the month and continue doing this as my passion. That is my plan. So guys, whoever's watching, I'm at the point of begging for your help. That's how hectic it is. And I don't want to be that person, because you guys know how excited I always get in the streams and in the fun rooms and the scrims and with the nades. You know how excited I get. So I don't want to sound like this broken, negative person. I want to be that excited, positive person that always carries on. But I think, like Timothy says here, is it's just so true that sometimes you just need to put the pride down and ask for help. And I mean, the way I've seen the gaming community come together in the past, I don't even doubt for a second that we can make this. So selling the buffs will help. I'm going to continue advertising them today on all the groups that I can. The fundraisers for Saturday will help, even if more comes in. But the fact is, and I know there's a lot of people that go through this, so I'm not the exception. I'm not saying or even thinking that I'm the exception, because a lot of people get put out. A lot of people get or go through struggles. So at the end of the day, I'm not saying that I'm the exception or I'm special, but I'm really trying to do something about this. I'm really trying to carry on for the sake of me and my family, for the sake of my kids that need to grow up in a stable home at least, and not float around on the street. And besides, guys, it's really hard to stream games from the street, because McDonald's only gives you that much free Wi-Fi if you're sitting outside. So, I mean, all those other things in the background, that is covered. My wife is covering the internet and the petrol that she needs to go to work every day. All the other things, basically. The only things that have always been on my head to pay and to make money for is the groceries and the rent. So I don't need anything else than that. I don't need much more than that. And it's for 1 month. That is where my breakdown comes in. 3 days. It gives me 3 days to make up about 10 grand. That's it. That'll be rent paid. Not even the little bit extra paid. If we can't do that this month, then so be it. But at least the full amount of the rent and the water and lights paid, and buying some food for the house with meat so that we can make the biltong and start selling it around here. Because then I have something to carry on with. We have some revenue stream coming in from that side. We have the fundraisers on Saturday. I still have my sales. We are changing the whole setup in the background to more stable phones, because we've had some problems with some of the phones that we did in the last while. And like I said to you guys, I partnered with Louis Neri and we made SkyTel, which does mobile not virtual, but mobile, what will I call it? Wireless mobile communications for companies. So it's a PBX system, effectively a PBX system, but it's a mobile PBX system. So that has been doing well, at least on Louis' side. He's always been a salesperson. I've never been a salesperson. But I will get back into that as soon as things on the other side gets a little bit more stable. Because first I've got to concentrate on getting this sorted, and then next month I can jump right back into it, because we do have a new phone coming for phone calls, so that I can sit at home and call for customers first instead of going to see them and not getting the deals in. But anyway, that's besides the point, guys. So even if that doesn't work out, like I say, I've never been a salesperson. This is a first for me, and I haven't done very good in it, but I'm always willing to take on whatever other job I can find. I mean, I'm one of those guys that are going to say, you know what, I've got this much experience, so many years experience, because I do, but why must I mention it? I'm not going to ask for the big salary and the bonus at the end of the year. I just want to survive, because just surviving, just being able to stay in the place where I'm staying, being able to pay for the internet that I have, and being able to at least look after my kids and send them to school when the time comes, then I know that I can concentrate on my passion, which is this, and I can put all my extra time and all my effort and all my love into this, as I've always been doing. So I really, really, really hope that there are guys out there from YouTube, if you guys are watching on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch, if there are guys out there that will help us. You have my number, it's on all my profiles. It's on my Facebook profile, specifically on that page. My number is on there, my WhatsApp number. My call number is not the same as the WhatsApp number, so don't try and call the WhatsApp number. But numbers are on there, and I'd really like if we can get together and you guys can help us sort this out. Because at the end of the day, I really don't want to be the one that has to go to my little 4-year-old daughter and tell her why she has to give up her room with the little pink curtains of the fairies. I think we can do this. If I can get through this month, I can get through anything. But I can only do this with the support and the love and the help of you guys, because for next month it's not a problem. This month though, actually the month that is passing, that is what I need to get through, and then get to the end of this month, and then I'll be able to carry on with everything again. That I'm not stressed about. I'm stressed about now what will happen between today and Monday. That is where I am, guys. And I really, really do appreciate all of you guys that have come out and helped us. Guys from Mortal Chaos, guys from Furry Fighters, from Victrix Mortales, Gakmakers, TXV, and our beautiful, beautiful, excuse me, amazing family at Orion Gaming. Guys from Easy Company and from Screw Ups, and my amazing clan as well. Some of the guys that you see commenting on you. Just, I can't say enough. I can't say thank you enough to Ivan, Mr. Rovers from Easy Company, and to Johan. And there's guys in the background that have helped with just the basic things of telling me how to set up the streaming. Matt Hazy from Gorilla Gang Gaming, and Walter as well. And then Mr. DKZA, big shout out to you, man, for helping me even more and motivating me to carry on doing this. And guys, I must be honest with you, I'm going to sign off here today. It's been 30 minutes already, and thank you for all your comments. I am reading them. Thank you, Ivan Taljard, and thank you, Heinrich Junior Albrecht, and Timothy De Bruin. Thanks, guys. I'm going to sign off here today, and I must be honest with you, my motivation, my mood, my will to carry on is quite broken. And I know I don't show it much, because I'm sure a lot of my clanmates even are going to look at this video, if they do see it, and they're going to say, but why didn't you tell us? And I don't talk about this a lot, guys. I'm not a I'm usually not a very open person, but I decided for this web series, for this reality show kind of web series that I wanted to make, I decided that I'm gonna bear it all out there, because people need to know the struggles that streamers go through as well. I mean, I know most of the other streamers, they have jobs, they have all the way to carry on, but you guys know better than anyone else. You guys that have watched it know better than anyone else. You understand better than my own family that this is where my passion is. This is something that I have such a great passion for, that I never want to stop doing it. That I want to do this all day, every day, for the rest of my life. This is definitely where my passion lies. You guys know how excited I can get doing this. And I think I'm doing pretty well doing it. I don't think that I'm a too bad streamer. So getting into the big leagues, getting into the bigger scrims and the bigger leagues is something that I'm definitely aiming for. I don't want to leave the things that I'm doing already, the PPL, the 8 versus 8. I don't want to leave those things. That's not what I'm saying, but getting into the bigger things is always a dream. Getting our name out there, the streamers' names out there, the gamers in South Africa, putting your names out there. So pretty much with all the tears in my eyes and all the smile that I can muster, I'm gonna sign off today. I'm gonna go sit and think about this for a while, about what we can do, and I will keep advertising today because we've had a couple of things. And here's Mr. Matt Hazy. Look at this man. Look at this legend. Whatever it is, never stop dreaming. Keep on the grind. Keep pushing. You know, getting motivational messages like that from someone that I definitely look up to as a streamer. It's like meeting your idols, or getting a motivational message from your idol, from a celebrity that you've loved all your life. And this is my idol. This is my celebrity, is Mr. Matt Hazy and Mr. DKZA. And Walter, I didn't forget about you. Walter, that streams with Matt Hazy. Of course, you're great, man. So, thank you. One of these days, we will get someone to help us set up the stars, because we can't do it from here. But thank you, guys. Thank you for always being there. Please contact me if there's any way that I can help you. And if there's any way that you can help us, please don't hesitate to contact me. You have my numbers. Phone is always on. And I'm always available and willing to talk to anyone. But thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys look at this episode and share it everywhere, so that we can get this support in. And then if something happens during today, episode 2 tomorrow will be more positive, and we can talk a lot more about the other things that I wanted to talk about, and we can talk about how this video changed the whole setup and the whole situation. So yeah, for the last time, signing off. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it, guys, and I will speak to you later. See you tonight in PPL, Lobby C and D. Have a good one, guys.